What's up, guys? Pensential 8505 here. Today we are going to be reviewing the Lionel Blue Streak from 1973. This is one of my favorite sets, and I love this set so much, and I can't wait to show you guys this. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. This is going to be a good one. Alright, so I'm not going to be doing an unboxing for this video as I don't have the original box to this set. But that aside, let's take a look at this engine. This engine is beautiful, and the first thing you notice when you see this engine is that it is in this bright blue color, and honestly, this is what really draws me towards the set is this engine. I love this color scheme. Now, yes, I know it is not realistic by any stretch of the imagination, but I still really like it. And the tender as well is in this beautiful two-tone blue color. And this is a Mighty Sound of Steam tender. So you got your full Mighty Sound of Steam board inside. And yeah. Now, funny story on how I got this engine. So I saw this engine on eBay, right? And it was completely refurbished and whatnot. New board and everything in the tender. And I saw it for a good price, decided to bid on it, and I kept watching that like a hawk. I knew I was like the only bidder on it, but I was like, I don't want to lose this because this is a great engine. And so I kept watching it, and that day that I won it, I was at the Milwaukee Zoo of all places. And once it timed out and I won the engine, yeah. So, yeah, I won this train while I was at the zoo, of all places. But yeah, this is a great engine overall. It's a great runner, smokes great. The Mighty Sound of Steam works flawlessly. And yeah, let's go take a closer look at everything. Let's take a look at this engine. So this is a number 8303 engine. And this is a beautiful, beautiful color scheme here. It's a 242 Prairie, and this is equipped with the Mighty Sound of Steam. This is the oil tender variant, as you can see up top. And this also has a 2-position reverse unit, forward and reverse, working headlight, and working smoke, as I said earlier. And like I said, this is a great runner. I love running this engine. And yeah, and also that it has this beautiful, beautiful gold lettering, and which really just stands out. And yeah, that is the 8303. The first freight car in this set is a number 9013 Canadian National Hopper. It is cast in this red plastic with white stamping on the sides. Comes with your typical MPC trucks with plastic wheels, and these wheels can get fragile over time. As you can see here, the flange is broken. And it also has one operating coupler on one end and a dummy coupler on the other end. And yes, this is a very lightweight car, but overall it's pretty decent. The next car is a very common car to see in sets. This is a number 9140 Burlington Gondola. It's cast in a green plastic with white stamping on the sides, your typical MPC trucks. Has one operating coupler and one dummy coupler on the end. And in this set, it's supposed to come with 2 canisters, but I do not have the canisters. But other than that, this is a pretty nice car overall. The next car on this set is a number 9043 Erie Lackawanna boxcar. This is one of their 027 boxcars, and I can already see the HO guys throwing a fit on how unproportionate this is, but you know, again, this is 027. This is made to be cheap, but again, it's a pretty nice car. I like the maroon lettering on the sides. You don't really see that often, and but yeah, again, typical trucks with one operating coupler and one dummy coupler on the end. And also, again, pretty lightweight, but overall not too bad. Here we have some more blue. This is a number 9136 Republic Steel gondola, cast in blue plastic with white stamped lettering. This is also supposed to have canisters, but again, I don't have the canisters for it. But overall, pretty decent car. As your typical trucks with a operating coupler on one end and a dummy coupler on the other end. And it makes for a good contrast to the Burlington gondola. This next car was the hardest car for me to find in this set. This is a number 9024 Chesapeake and Ohio flat car. It's cast in a yellow plastic with blue lettering on the sides. This is supposed to have stakes on the side, as this is supposed to be a stake bed flat car, but I do not have the stakes for it. And the way I actually got this car was I found it in a bin with a couple other cars and some track, but I really only wanted the three freight cars for it, and I mainly wanted this one, but I decided to get the other two anyway because they were kind of neat. But yeah, now this one is a little different. It has dummy couplers on both ends instead of having a operating coupler on one end and a dummy on the other end. But other than that, still a pretty decent car. And as always, you always end your train with a caboose. This is a number 9069 Jersey Central Lines caboose, cast in a brown plastic with white lettering. You have a separately applied smokestack at the top. You have your regular trucks. You have a operating coupler on one end and no coupler on the other end. Um, Typically for these Lionel starter sets from the MPC era, the cabooses only had one coupler, which I mean, yeah, it's not entirely realistic, but it kind of saves on cost, I guess. But overall, still not a bad car. All right, so now that we took a look at everything, let me give you kind of the story on how I got this set. So, Classic Toy Trains, they did a story on sets from 1973 that Lionel made. And this was one of the sets that they made, and they touched on it a little bit. And seeing that engine, I was like, man, I have to have this. This is so cool. So I found it, right? And I realized that I already had the two gondolas and the box car for the set. So I was like, you know what? Let's get the entire set. So I found the hopper and the caboose at the Wheaton Train show. And then that flat car, it took me a long time to find that flat car. But I finally found it at the Elkhorn Flea Market. It was sitting in a bin with a bunch of track and whatnot. I gave you that story. And yeah, I got it at a good price. And now I have the entire set. Now, I don't have a box for it, but I would like to get a box. And honestly, this set is kind of what really kickstarted me into collecting MPC. And now I really like collecting MPC. Um, and it also kind of kickstarted me into collecting sets. Now this is kind of started it, but those two sets that I did in my first train video, the Black Diamond and what was it? The Wabash Cannonball, that really got me into collecting sets, which by the way, that video is doing amazing. That thing is over 8,000 views. My gosh, I did not expect my first train video to do that well. Anyway, so yeah, that's how I kind of got the set, and yeah, let's run it now. Alright, now before I end this video, I just want to give y'all a little collection update. Kind of small this time around, just one car. I have a Menards chassis system modern tank car, and I think they did a really good job with this. You got these beautiful chassis system colors. You got the chassis system logo on both ends of the car. You got your separately applied handrails, a separately applied ladder, and even a brake wheel on the end. And yeah, I think they did a really good job with this. And that's the collection update. There you have it, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you thought. I read all your guys' comments. And I hope you guys have a good day. And I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I know I sure did. So, yeah. Thanks again for watching. And this is PenSunShow 8505 out.